It is the first weekend in May 2024. It's a sunny bank holiday weekend. So what better time than to take a trip to the Universal Studios Great Britain site to see what has been going on. It's been a couple of weeks since we actually visited the site, and I hear that Indiana Jones has been doing a lot of work down there, so let's go and check out and see if he's found anything down there. A lot of what I think is wheat in the neighbouring fields, going all the way around here. But that's not what we're here for, is it? We're not here for crops. If you want crops, watch Clarkson's farm. We're here for trenches. Just arrived at the train tracks. You can hear a train in the distance, but I think it's the other line. All looks safe. Still feels naughty. Into the Universal Great Britain site and trenches. See them all the way down. Interestingly, there's none here, but then there's there. So there is a large gap without trenches. So why that could be, I don't know. But let's go check it out. It's on the public footpath, so it's all kosher. Okay, the closest trench. Let's see what Indy and his pals have uncovered. Water. They found a stream. Okay, so there's not much by the looks of it in here. None of the flags either. So originally there were quite a lot of flags with each trench. So I'm assuming that means job done as far as this is concerned. Nothing down here, nothing that looks like it could be ancient civilizations. No bones, no dinosaurs, no Roman mosaics. Interesting. Presumably, when they are all done, they're going to come and fill these back up with all the mud they've kind of just dumped. But that is one empty trench. Just another 950 to go. So there was that first trench I just visited. And here's another one. But as you can see, there's stuff in this one. Looks to be a line there. I don't know if that's just a digger mark. Going on down here. Ooh, pipes. They look modern, but no flags anywhere that I can see. But if we continue down, more water, obviously. What is that I see? Gasp, something. A finding. A weird line of stones. So yeah, you can see it comes out here and then all the way down to the other side of the trench, and we do have a flag. Don't really want to go in there, but can't quite tell what it says. You will be able to see that on the screen. I'm leaning a great deal. Oh, and there's another pipe there. So is that going across there? So obviously very modern. We know from the flags that there could be gas, potentially electric, things like that down here. But then that line of stones disappears off, presumably down there into Kempston Hardwick, further into the site. But then they got bored of this trench and they moved on. Lovely idyllic spring field with an archaeological trench right through the middle of it. Looks like there's nothing in this one, so quite happy to take a mosey, see what we can see. Just mud, slippy mud, and lots of water. Okay, let's skip that bit. We're going to skip that bit. Nothing in this one. Doesn't seem to be quite as deep as the others either. Notice how the soil changes here. Seems a lot smoother. Don't know if that's just because of the digging. It's also a different colour. I don't know. I'm not a soilologist. That's a thing. So that trench right here, that's where the line of stones just was. Just here. Which was pointing in the direction I'm sort of stood now. So, came to have a look at this trench. And as you can see, the line, not as prominent, but it's definitely there. No flags though on this one at all. Quite a long trench, this one. And it does seem to head over to that blue pipe over there. Kind of, maybe veers off a little bit, but there's no further trenches in that direction, so they're obviously happy with what they've found, not found on this field. You can quite obviously see the different types of soil in here as well. And if you just come to the side of the trench, very, very obvious to see. So you've kind of got the dirt here, I suppose, which then moves into like the much thicker like clay. Like you can push your finger into that and like mold it basically. Whereas this is a lot crumblier. So yeah, interesting. Obviously, this was the perfect site for a brickworks back in the day, which were just over here because, yeah, basically all around this area, apart from noisy planes in the sky, clay absolutely everywhere. Have another, oh, there's a little white, oh, we have a, yeah, let's not disturb this trench because potentially stuff in here. Interesting, but we have a deeper hole within the trench on this one. That's a good foot and a half deep on top of the actual trench. Interesting. Not sure what they could have found in there. Let's not disturb it. But yeah, that's super deep. Not much good they can do with it now. It's full of water. But oh, we have another line of stones. I'm assuming, like you can see that in the actual side there as well. So I'm assuming it's modern pipes that they've kind of covered up in stone to like protect the pipes. Something like that. That's my guess. I mean, I don't know. We have another slightly secondary trench within this one as well. You can see it's a lot deeper in places. There's a lot more mud at the side. So this one clearly had some sort of interest here. So you can see, yeah, there's a deep hole there. And then another one here, which, okay, so interestingly, this one goes down to one level, then has another level, and then has what looks to be a rather deep hole right in the center. What could that be? Anybody's guess. I'm gonna bet that's where the support for a B&M hypercoaster is gonna go. On to the next field, and we have a sign, danger, deep excavations. Well, thanks for warning me when we came in the field over there, chaps. But we're just gonna take a look at the next field over, fight our way through some bushes. Oh, God. And a very, very on the wonk bridge. And we'll see what's in here. And as expected, more trenches. Big old pile of dirt here as we arrive at the first trench in this field. Let's see what we can find. It's another trench. Quite a deep one, this one. Absolutely nothing obvious to my untrained eye. Oh, apart from obviously another line of stones. These have to be for pipes. They have to be. Maybe like, I don't know, Victorian plumbing, old electrical cables, a really loud plane, or maybe they used to be pipes. They took them out and they just filled them in with stones. But what do I know? It's just a big hole. Right, well, I think it's quite clear what's going on here. I know absolutely nothing about what I'm talking about. So let's call it a day. There are a lot of trenches. There's absolutely no way that I could ever explore every single one. But from what we've seen, there's no obvious sign that the archaeologists are worried about anything. There are no obvious cordonings that they're exploring further. No real flags, the odd one. We do have these lines here, but it just seems to be a box checking exercise at this point. We know there have been studies here in the past. We know that nothing of any note was found in the past. So we can only assume that that is the case here in May 2024, which is obviously a good thing. We don't want any kind of archaeological hiccups within the process. So thank you very much for watching. This has been an interesting one, checking out all of these trenches. And it's only a month to go until Universal make their decision on whether or not to proceed with this project. So please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, follow the channel on socials, links all in the description. And thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I've got no way to end that. There's a line of stones.